So, creation requires sacrifice. What does that really mean? How do we get things from what seems to be nothing? Going way back into the creation of everything, there was just a void. Vast nothingness. Nothing has ever been written down on the paper. Nothing written down on the slate. There are steps that occur, and a being would appear. In myth after myth, creation story after creation story. In the Norse pantheon, this is Ymir. And he is sacrificed by the next three beings that have to be his sons: Odin, Honor, and Lothar. And some could argue that this is just three aspects of Odin. But in order for the earth to be created, Ymir had to die. And I think Ymir knew this. Odin certainly did. They used the top half of Ymir's skull to create the dome of the sky. Horizon to horizon, point to point, that is Ymir's skull. His hairs become trees, his bones become the earth itself, the mountains, teeth, his blood, the oceans. And that sacrifice, that creation required giving something up. Odin getting the runes, he gave something up. No, he didn't necessarily create them, but he created access to them. He hung up there on Yggdrasil for 9 nights. 9. That is a very curious number, isn't it? 3 sets of 3, which ties into Irish mythology. 3 is considered the perfect number, perfectly balanced. But I digress. I'm more knowledgeable with the Norse. That void, is it truly nothing? Or is it just pure untapped potential? How do you see it? To me, it is something that is there to be acted upon, to be used to create something. The whole universe, Yggdrasil, Asgard, Midgard, Jotunheim, Helheim, Svartalfheim, all of these locations in the 9 realms come from that act of sacrifice. All the different peoples from these different planes, from that one act of sacrifice. Giving up things to create is not a foreign story to humanity. You hear all the time of writers, artists, musicians locking themselves into a house or into a space and sitting down and creating and hashing it out, rehearsing, writing, rehearsing, recording, and not leaving until it's done. We've ended up with like Led Zeppelin 4, Back in Black, several Stephen King novels that way, scripts that turn into movies. It is our nature to sit there and kind of retreat for a while when we have these great creative projects, because they take time. And it all comes from a point of void. Then we get that one first spark of creation, the birth of the idea. Then to contain that spark, we have to write it down or commit it to memory, and then start to act on it. I have a story project that is currently 50,000 words. I started on it 3 weeks ago. And I am still in love with that story. And I am so excited to see where it's going. But holy hell if it hasn't taken some time to get there. When you create things, is it worthy of the sacrifices you're making to do it? Because even if you don't think about it, the time you give, the money you may give, the attention you may give, you are sacrificing being able to give that into other spots to create your video, your book, your oils, your art. Where are you putting your energies? Is it coming from that pure, clean slate? Or is it an idea that you've acted on time and time again? If you feel that call to creation, it begins with that one spark out of the void. I have created a October Witchy tag with Amber from Psychopomp Void, and it is dropping in 2 days. Wednesday, October 1st. Be on the lookout for our videos. I have posted the tag questions in my community tab, and so has she and hers. I look forward to seeing their responses, and I cannot wait to hear from you.